Welcome back to Creator H Podcast. It feels like everyone and their mom is creating content these days. Seriously, it's amazing.
It is. The whole landscape has changed even in just the past couple of years.
It really has. But it also
Yeah.
means it's harder than ever to grab someone's attention.
Absolutely.
People are scrolling and scrolling
Oh,
and
it is.
scrolling.
Yeah.
So how do you make your content stand out? How do you make it something that people actually stop and watch or read or listen to?
That is the million-dollar question.
Right.
So much of it comes down to storytelling.
Storytelling.
Yeah.
Okay, so what are we diving into today?
Well, today, we're going to look at some techniques, proven techniques that creators are using to make their content truly captivate.
Okay, I am ready. Hit me with your best storytelling tips.
All right, so one of the most powerful things you can do is this. It's weaving context and conflict together.
Context and conflict.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like a dance.
A dance.
We call it the but therefore dance.
Okay, now I am intrigued. Tell me more about this dance.
All right, so instead of just listing things that happened, you create a mini cliffhanger in the viewer's mind.
So instead of saying, this happened and then this and then this,
Right.
you're saying this happened, but then this other thing happened. Therefore, this was the result.
You got it.
Okay.
It makes people want to know what happens next.
It's tapping into that curiosity.
Exactly.
Hmm.
Our brains are wired to recognize patterns. So
Yeah.
when you throw a but in there, it disrupts that pattern.
It's like, oh, it's going to happen now.
Exactly. You're creating tension.
And then therefore is that release.
Yeah, you get that resolution. It propels the story forward.
Okay, this is making sense. Do you have like a real world example of this?
You know that video analyzing why Stanley Cups are so popular?
Oh yeah, that was everywhere.
That thing went viral because
Yeah.
it used this technique brilliantly.
Really?
Yeah, it starts by saying Stanley Cups are super popular, but they were almost discontinued.
Oh wow.
Right away, you're hooked.
Yeah. I want to know more.
What happened? Why were they almost gone? And then it just keeps going. It uses but then to introduce new conflicts and resolutions.
So they are constantly throwing you off balance.
And then bringing you back over and over again.
Okay, that's
Every
brilliant.
reaction of intrigue.
Yeah, I get it. Now, this was a video example,
Yeah,
but could you apply this to other types of content too?
absolutely.
It works for anything.
Like even a blog post.
Oh yeah, for sure. Or even an email.
So like instead of just listing productivity tips in a blog post,
Right.
you could weave in some buts and therefore.
Exactly. Highlight the challenges people face.
Yeah.
And how your tips provide the solutions.
Okay. That's kind of adding a little bit of drama to keep things interesting.
Precisely.
Yeah.
Now, speaking of keeping things interesting, let's
Hmm.
talk about rhythm.
Rhythm.
Yeah. Like in music,
Oh, okay.
it's about the flow of your words.
Mm.
If you hear the same sentence structure over and over again, it gets monotonous.
Like listening to someone drone on and on.
Exactly.
Is boring. So vary your sentence length.
Oh, I see.
It creates a dynamic listening experience.
So instead of saying the video went viral,
Mhm.
it got millions of views. People loved it.
Yeah.
You can say the video went viral, racking up millions of views.
Mm.
A clear sign that it resonated with audiences.
Perfect example. You combine those short, impactful sentences with a longer one that provides more context.
So it's more engaging.
Yes.
Okay.
You want to create a flow state for your audience.
A flow state.
Where they're so engrossed in what you're saying that they lose track of time.
That is the dream.
Mm.
So how do we actually do this?
One simple trick is this. Visualize your sentences as a jagged edge.
Okay.
If all your sentences are the same length, it'll be a flat line.
Good.
Exactly. But if you vary your sentence length, you'll get a more dynamic jagged edge.
I like that visual.
It reflects the rhythm of your speech.
Okay, so it's like a little checklist to make sure there's some variation in there.
It's a great way to break up those monotonous blocks of text.
All right, rhythm, got it.
Now let's move on to another essential element of captivating content. Tone.
Tone, like the mood or feeling of the content.
Exactly.
Okay.
Think about some of the most successful creators out there, like Emma Chamberlain or Casey Neistat.
Yeah, they're huge.
They excel at creating a conversational tone.
It's like you're hanging out with them.
Exactly.
It doesn't feel like they're talking at you.
Right. And there's a psychological reason for this.
Oh, really?
When someone speaks to us in a conversational tone, it activates mirror neurons in our brains.
Okay.
It makes us feel like we're experiencing their emotions and thoughts.
Interesting. So it's like you're building a connection with them.
Precisely. A sense of intimacy and authenticity.
Yeah, it makes you want to keep watching.
And you know, this conversational style was something Steve Jobs was a master of.
Oh, yeah. back in the
And
day.
his presentations were legendary.
He was so good at making you feel like you were his friend,
Exact.
not just some random person in the audience.
He understood that people buy from people they like and trust.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
So how do we do that? How do we get that conversational tone in our own work?
One of the best tips is this. Imagine you're speaking directly to a close friend.
Like I'm just chatting with my buddy.
Exactly. Let your personality shine through.
Be myself.
Be authentic. Be genuine.
Because people connect with people.
Not with robots.
Okay, I like it. So we've talked about weaving in conflict,
Yeah.
using rhythm, finding that conversational tone.
Yeah.
What else can we do to make our content stand out?
All right, this next technique might sound a little counterintuitive,
Okay.
but it's powerful. Work backwards from the end.
Work backwards.
What do you mean?
Think of it like a chef creating a dish.
Okay.
They don't just start throwing ingredients together randomly.
I hope not.
They have a vision for the final product,
Yeah.
and they work backward from that vision.
So it's about having a clear idea of where you want to end up
Exactly.
and then crafting the story to get to that point.
We call this the last dab analogy.
Last ad.
That final touch, that perfect finishing move that leaves a lasting impression.
Okay, I'm with you. So you're thinking about what you want your audience to feel at the very end of your content. And then you build the story to get them there.
Oh, that's interesting.
And when you know your desired endpoint, it helps you stay focused.
It's like having a roadmap.
Exactly.
Do you have any examples of creators who use this?
Think about Christopher Nolan's films,
Wow.
like Inception and Interstellar.
Those are complex movies.
They have incredibly complex plots, but they always lead to a powerful ending.
Yeah, they really make you think.
It's like he had that final scene in mind the whole time.
And he's built everything around it.
Exactly.
I never thought about it like that.
It's about creating a sense of anticipation and then delivering on that promise.
So all these techniques work together.
They do.
You start with that strong ending in mind, then use conflict and rhythm to keep them engaged, and then you wrap it all up in a conversational tone.
You got it.
It's like a recipe for captivating content.
And the best part is, these techniques can be applied to any type of content.
This is so helpful. I feel like I have a whole new toolkit.
I'm glad to hear it. But hold on, we're just getting started. There are even more techniques to explore that can help you stand out from the crowd. We'll dive into those after a quick break.
Okay, sounds good. Okay, so much good stuff. Conflict, rhythm, working backwards from the end. What other techniques can help creators stand out?
Well, in a world overflowing with content, it's not enough to just cover a popular topic.
Right.
You need what we call a story lens.
A story lens.
Yeah.
Okay, I like the sound of that. What does that even mean?
Think of it like this. Imagine a spotlight shining on a subject.
Yep.
Everyone sees the same basic thing. But if you put a colored lens in front of that light, suddenly you see that subject in a whole new way.
So it's like a filter.
Exactly.
That's your unique perspective.
Your story lens is that filter.
Okay, so it's about finding a fresh angle. That makes people think, I haven't seen it that way before.
Exactly. Let's take Taylor Swift's Super Bowl performance.
Okay.
Lots of creators focused on the obvious stuff.
Yeah, her outfit, her reactions, the celebrity sightings.
Right. But there were so many other more unique lenses to explore.
Like what?
Someone could have analyzed the business impact of her appearance.
Oh, interesting.
How did it affect ticket sales, merchandise, even the NFL's viewership?
Okay, so you're going beyond the surface level.
Exactly. You're offering a fresh perspective.
Like, yeah, everyone's talking about her outfit, but I'm going to dig deeper
Yeah.
and explore the financial implications.
Exactly. It's about finding your niche, your area of expertise, and applying it to a topic in a way that's insightful and engaging.
That's what sets you apart.
It is.
Okay, so if someone is creating content about fitness,
Yeah.
they could use a lens related to their specific area of expertise.
Absolutely.
Like if they're a yoga instructor who focuses on mindfulness,
Right.
instead of just showing workout routines.
They could explore how yoga can improve mental clarity and reduce stress.
Okay, so it's about offering something different.
It's about finding your own way to spin it.
Your own unique perspective. This is good stuff. I'm going to have to brainstorm some unique lenses for my own content. Now, what about the visual side of things? I feel like visuals are so important these days.
You're absolutely right. Visuals are processed much faster than audio.
Really?
They grab attention, create an instant connection.
So are you saying that visuals are more important than what we're actually saying?
Well, I wouldn't say more important, but they play a crucial role in capturing and holding attention.
Okay.
Think about platforms like TikTok or Instagram.
Yeah, you have like 2 seconds to grab someone's attention.
You have to hook them before they scroll on.
Right.
So how do you do that?
How do you make sure your content stands out visually?
Start your videos with a strong visual hook.
A visual hook.
Yeah. Think about a creator like Epic Gardening.
Oh, yeah, I love his stuff.
He's a master at this.
What does he do?
His videos always start with a stunning close-up shot that instantly tells you what the video's about.
So he's setting the stage visually.
Exactly, before he even starts talking.
Like if you're making a video about growing tomatoes,
Yeah.
you might start with a shot of those beautiful tomatoes on the vine.
Exactly.
It's like giving them a taste of what's to come.
Visually and content-wise.
Okay, that's smart.
And these visual hooks don't have to be complicated or expensive to create.
So even a simple shot can be effective.
If it's well composed, it can be incredibly effective.
Okay, so I'm going to start thinking about
Mm-hmm.
how I can create stronger visual hooks in my own videos.
Mm.
What other visual techniques can help make content more engaging? Visuals, visuals, visuals.
So important.
All right, so we've covered a lot of ground today. We talked about weaving in conflict to keep people hooked,
Right.
using rhythm to create a smooth flow, finding that conversational tone to connect with people.
And working backwards from that last dab.
Yeah, to make sure you're building towards a strong ending. And of course, we can't forget about those unique story lenses.
Finding your own angle.
Yeah, to stand out from the crowd. And those eye-catching visual hooks that grab people's attention right away.
It's a whole toolbox.
It is.
For creators.
So what does this all mean for all you creators out there listening?
It means you have the power to take your content to the next level.
To make it unforgettable.
You can truly stand out in this crowded world.
It's exciting to think that we can create content that really resonates with people.
Content that makes them think. Content that makes them feel something.
It's about embracing the art of storytelling.
It's not a gimmick.
It's a way to connect.
To inspire, to make a difference.
So to all our listeners out there, we challenge you to take these tools and run with them.
Experiment, play, have fun.
What incredible stories will you tell? And be sure to subscribe to Creator Age Podcast. For more deep dives into the world of content creation, we'll be back with more insights and inspiration to help you thrive in the creator economy. See you next time.